Welcome to the 201st installment of Tell Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about the Philadelphia Eagles getting their first Super Bowl victory ever and defeating the New England Patriots.
Tell him, Alejandro.
We heading out the Philly.
Going into this Super Bowl, Mr. Alejandro was not rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was a tough position I was in because I don't like either team. The rivals to the New York Giants have defeated the New England Patriots and they have won their first Super Bowl ever. This breaks my heart as a Giants fan. We had a rough season, and to see them, of all people, win the Super Bowl, it makes me so upset and mad. However, at the end of the day, I can respect it. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because they beat the best. They have the Michael Jordan of football on their team. That's Tom Brady. When you beat the man, I can respect that. You feel me? That's a saying from Ric Flair. I can respect that for the simple fact that nowadays, for example, in basketball, we got a bunch of softies, a bunch of chumps like Kevin Durant, the cupcake, joining prior teams that won championships, and he's hopping on their wave. So I can respect the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles actually defeated the best to get on top. Now, I ain't happy about it, but how can I deny that something that they did tonight was special? I can't do that. The Philadelphia Eagles overcame a lot. They had mad injuries. Their starting quarterback, the franchise, Carson Wentz, was injured. A beastie, monster, left tackle, who's been there for years. Jason Peters, he was injured. Darren Sproles, plus many other injuries, and they still won the Super Bowl, so I am impressed. And now, a few things that stood out to your boy. In this game, a monster receiver for the Patriots, Brandin Cooks, he ended up suffering a head injury. That changed the game a lot. That fourth down in the red zone, when the Philadelphia Eagles scored a touchdown, they went for it on fourth down with a trick play. I thought this play was very impressive. I gotta shout out the coach, Doug Pederson, for this. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you gotta have a real package, baby. Real pelotas. Balls of steel to run a play like this and not settle for the field goal. A few weeks ago, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who in my opinion was the best team in football this season, I feel like they had the lead on the New England Patriots and they came up short because they got soft. They got scared. They got scared of the Hoodie, BeliCHEAT, Belichick, and they played very conservatively. This is a very aggressive play for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I like aggression. Yeah. This play was a trick play. You see the quarterback, Nick Foles, the backup, faking, going to the right tackle, wiping his t-shirt the way that LeBron James plays transition defense against the Houston Rockets these days. He's wiping his t-shirt like, yo, but he's really signaling for the snap. The snap goes to the running back, they run a trick play, and Nick Foles actually catches a touchdown. I thought this was very impressive, aggressive play. The name of this play was called the Philly Special. Okay, they practiced this a lot for the past 2 weeks to prepare for this moment. This play was a duplicate of what the New England Patriots ran earlier. They had a play where they passed to Tom Brady on a trick play where Tom Brady caught the snap, handing it off to some other goon, another goon handing it off to another goon, and he ended up passing it to Tom Brady. Tom Brady dropped that pass. And I'm not saying the Eagles copied the Patriots. However, that play was very similar, and I feel like they kind of got one over BeliCHEAT. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to talk about a very controversial touchdown that happened late in the game. Now, I'm glad that the Philadelphia Eagles got this touchdown, even though I was rooting against the Eagles. Let's break it down. Monster tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles, Zach Ertz, ends up catching a ball close to the end zone, breaks a tackle, leaps for the end zone, breaks the pylon, gets a touchdown. As he breaks the pylon, he drops the ball. Instantly, Twitter goes crazy because they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Jesse James, Pittsburgh Steelers, a few weeks ago versus the New England Patriots, a tight end, had the same situation where he caught a pass, broke the pylon, but ended up dropping the ball from the ground. I'm glad it was ruled a touchdown because of the spirit of the play. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm playing with my peoples and I catch a ball like that and I break the pylon, that's a touchdown. However, according to the rule, that's an incomplete pass. I was shocked the Eagles got this. We've seen with Des Bryant a few years ago when he caught the ball in the air, landed, took a few steps, and clearly reached for the end zone, not in the process of catching the football. They call that an incomplete pass. I felt like that was a catch. And we've seen with a bunch of other players, like I said, Jesse James, Calvin Johnson. I can go on. I feel like a lot of times these are catches and they're getting ruled incomplete because of the rule. And the commissioner, Roger Goodell, has came out and said he may tweak that this summer. I'm glad he's addressing it because this rule needs to change. As I said a few weeks ago, I, as a football fan, no longer know what a catch is, and that's kind of whack because you would think a catch is pretty basic. You catch the ball, you have the possession, you take 2 steps, and that's a catch. But with the ground causing incomplete, NFL needs to fix all that, man. When I was growing up, if you break the pylon, that's a touchdown. It don't matter if the ground causes you to lose the ball. Once you break that pylon, end zone, 6 points, extra point is good, 7 points. So please, NFL, fix that. Make it concrete, you feel me? So that way nobody can second guess a play like that in the biggest stage of them all, the Super Bowl. Now we gotta look at the state that the New England Patriots are in. This might be a wrap for the Patriots. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Monster corner for the New England Patriots, Malcom Butler. He got no burn. I was so shocked. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. A few years ago in the Super Bowl, Malcom Butler made a monster play against the Seattle Seahawks that ended up winning the New England Patriots the game. He had an interception in the red zone against the Seahawks when the Seahawks should have been feeding beast mode. And by the way, that offensive coordinator, Darren Bevel, he recently got fired. I ain't hip hooray in the fact that he got fired because I don't want nobody to lose their job, but hey, you make a decision like that, eventually you're going to get fired, my G. Malcom Butler was the hero for that Super Bowl, so to see this game he got no burn, that's very peculiar to me. Not only did he not get burned on defense, he actually played in special teams. So what message is the head coach Bill Belichick, aka Bill BeliCHEAT, really sending? I don't know exactly what happened, but I suspect that Malcom Butler said he was sick. Maybe he wasn't really sick. And Bill Belichick found out, and he was like, because you was out here not focused on football, I'm not going to play you. Maybe they're going to cut him. Maybe his contract is coming up and they don't want to pay him. Who knows? But a few goons caught up to Malcom Butler and he had a few words. And he was basically saying, yo, the Patriots gave up on me. F it. It is what it is. And I feel him. When he makes a play the way that he did a few years ago, and he's played great since, something happened. Hopefully, we get the answer soon. Rob Gronkowski was being interviewed after the Super Bowl loss. Word on the street is he might be contemplating retirement at the age of 28. That's crazy. He's the best tight end in the league. For my sake, as a Jets fan, and just in general, as somebody who does not root for the Patriots, I hope Gronk does retire. Or leave the Patriots and join the Jets or the Giants. Straight up. This may be the end of the quarterback, Tom Brady, with the head coach, Bill Belichick. What? I'm gonna tell you why. Because word on the street is them two had beef. Why? Because Bill Belichick ended up trading the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Many people looked at Jimmy Garoppolo as if he was the successor to Tom Brady. Tom Brady was not feeling Jimmy Garoppolo because he wasn't trying to get replaced, even though he's in his 40s. Bill Belichick, he was trying to replace Brady straight up because he knows this is a physical sport and it's only so long your body can take the pain. Brady put the pressure on the organization, the owner, everybody was like, yo, trade my backup, my young backup that y'all drafted high in the draft. Get rid of him. I don't want him around here. He's putting pressure on me. I want to be here for mad long. So with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach, Bill Belichick, I wouldn't be surprised if he dips. His power got superseded by TB12, aka Tom Brady. If it's true that Tom Brady really went to the organization and said, yo, get rid of my backup. Now, because I am a Giants fan, of course, I want to create some type of turmoil in Philly. I think Philly's going to slurp up the backup quarterback, Nick Foles, crazy. That's going to put pressure on the starting quarterback who got injured, Carson Wentz, aka the future of the organization. So in the future, when Carson Wentz is not out here lit in these streets, maybe Philly, who we all know is a bunch of savages for a fan base, they might be like, yo, Carson Wentz, if you ain't winning, what's the problem? Nick Foles was out here winning, and he won against Tom Brady. If you can't win, we got to put the pressure on you. So, hey, we're going to see if Philly keeps Nick Foles, who's expected to be a free agent. Hopefully, they mess all that up. And now the moment everybody from Pennsylvania has been waiting for. For weeks, I've been saying I hope the Philadelphia Eagles lose.
I'm picking the cheating Patriots to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl 1,000,000 points to 0. It's gonna be fun watching the Eagles struggle. Yeah. You don't come to me now trying to talk trash because y'all pulling up in the Super Bowl. Talk to me when y'all win one. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Y'all won the Super Bowl first time ever. Mr. Alejandro is extremely wrong. So, I'm going to show Philly some love. Okay? Everybody wants to see egg on my face. Here you go. Literally, egg on Mr. Alejandro's face. Congratulations, Philly. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro having to accept the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champions after they defeated the New England Patriots. How do y'all feel about the Philadelphia Eagles potentially ending the era of the New England Patriots? Y'all know what y'all gotta do? Tell them in the comments. Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by a bunch of emojis. My predictions are always smelly. Philly is glad they fired Chip Kelly. Follow at Tell Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic. Tell them, even though I'm a Giants fan, it is tradition. It is time to show love with the bars. Special outro remix. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I said I want it. The Eagles die. Instead it's fly Eagles fly. I want it. The Eagles die. Instead it's fly Eagles fly. Philly deep. They go ham. Strip sack. Brandon Grant. Philly deep. They go ham. Strip sack. Brandon Grant. RPO. That's the cause. Underdogs. Underdogs. RPO. That's the cause. Underdogs. Underdogs. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. Tell him Alejandro. TEA. We don't play.